invite 3 hours were done and proud way. Sir, take the chair on the dice. Yes, sir. I also invite Dr. E. Vijay Kumar Singh, Director, CSS, IYT, former School of Social Sciences, University. Yes, sir. I invite Dr. Siman Vivek Kapamite, Deputy Director, MSME Technology Center. Yes, sir. I invite Sri Hindusam Vidyarthi, Manager, Northeast Connects Bank, Farmer. Yes, sir. I also invite Professor C.H. Yuval Mende, MEMS, Anipur University. Yes, sir. Due to some emergency occupied work, Srimati Yonam Robina IS will be joining with us. Thank you, sir. To start the event, going with the and prayer is the one we should start all our event. To start our program with a positive energy, because all the dignitaries, all the dance, the thing is sir. Let's pray for the base of the day for the 2 days event. Thank you, sir. Now I call upon student of DBSMG to facilitate the dignitaries on the back. The student will be facilitating with the Nagyan and the badge to the dignitaries. Now I call upon Mr. Here Chamber of Commerce to present a moment to the dignitaries. Now, I request Mr. Ranjal Goria to present a moment to speak to us one round play as always. Next, Sydney, Ninthosen began learning Professor E. Kumar Singh, to Dr. Senior Curator Committee, to Professor C.H. Mohan Maite, Manipur University, to as we proceed with our program, I would like to request Professor C.H. Mohan Maite, Manipur University, to welcome address, and also give the introductory speech regarding today's program on capacity building workshop for entrepreneurship development and sport-oriented skills.
Respected Secretary on the dais, Sri Harshvardhan Anand Umbre, IRS, Additional Director General, National Academy of Hospitals, Directors, Narcotics, Donald Training Institute, Government of India. Respected Professor P. Vijay Kumar Singh, Director, Center for Studies, Social Policy, for the university. Very noble lady. Deputy Director of MSME Technology Center, Ministry of MSME, Government of India. Sri Ninthosen began transfer as a finance bank. And it does. But the actual mass will be joining online course. Senior business development manager, agriculture and process food products export development authority, PIA, Institute of Commerce and Industry, Government of Manipur. Also, we have important dignitaries, 70 Yunnan Rovika, IAS, Director, Trade Commerce and Industry, Government of India. Respected faculty members, the invitees, students, budding entrepreneurs, and gentlemen. I express a warm welcome and profound gratitude to each and everyone joining this capacity building workshop for capacity development and export-oriented schemes organized by Indian Chamber of Commerce in collaboration with Manipur University. Ladies and gentlemen, today the world is changing very fast, and also the developmental things happening in across the globe is very much influenced by the creative talents, innovative ideas the people are having, and for that matter, we ought to just have more number of entrepreneurs and entrepreneurial potential. And it is how they are contributing to the growth of the economy. And that's why for the growth and development of the economy in any state, country, or region, The drivers of this country is now belong to the entrepreneurs only. Even in a small state like Nepal, the contribution of MSME is very, very significant. Of late, we have seen so much of changes taken place in terms of employment generation, in terms of capital formations taking it up, and also the likely changes taking place in various other social economy and global relationship India is having. In fact, India is envisioning to become a global knowledge superpower in the next few years down the line, and also $5 trillion US economy in the next couple of years. That's why our honorable Prime Minister is having so much of big reasons for Indian economy to be progressing further. And India stands at now fourth position of the economy. And that way, the role of entrepreneurs and the kind of productive activities to be taken up is very, very important. Taking all this into mind, the kind of resources our state is having, the various other developmental things that are likely to take place in the coming years because of the area of practice policy and likely improvement in the continental connectivity, the northern region in general, and Manipur is going to have in the years to come. We need to have a proper framework for the developmental things to happen. And at the same time, we ought to situate our young boys and girls about their capabilities, their creative talents, innovative ideas to be nurtured in the right direction. And in the type of job market the state is experiencing today, we may be able to generate a side job. Ladies and gentlemen, the small state like Manipur, we are having population about 28.5 lakhs in the last census of 2011, and by now it have been approximately around 30 to 33 lakhs, and at most 35 lakhs. Out of which number of educated youths seeking for jobs is considerably low. Having approximately around 7 lakhs educated youths looking for jobs. It may be a little bit plus minus here and here, but when you calculate of the total populations in the state, its share is very large. That means around 20 to 30% belong to the educated youths not getting good job. So that's why it's a very, very challenging task in front of many of the policy planners, how the youths of the state or the regions could be given their employment opportunities. And when we step up all this kind of activities, government or government sector cannot provide jobs to each and everyone. In the limited jobs, only 80 to 80,000 jobs only, and it may not be possible for the government to provide jobs to each and everyone who are not getting jobs present today. That's why the role of MSMEs, the role of private sector is becoming so important for the overall economic development and for the overall transformation of the developmental things that happen in the state. And that's why it's a right time for the state of Manipur, the initiatives taken up by Indian Chamber of Commerce under the aegis of Department of Commerce, Ministry of Commerce and Industry, Government of India, we provide all a lot of the nitty-gritty aspects for the promotion of entrepreneurial venture in the state of Manipur. The export potential products this state is having, maybe in the agricultural items, handicrafts, or any other products, including the enabled services. That's why it's a high time for our young girls to have prepared acquaintances about the export documentation procedures, how the items could be exported the world over, Today, the world is becoming a global village, and every nook and corner of the world can be connected through the internet platform. That's why e-commerce activities can be taken up in a B2B manner so that whatever is the item products which we are doing, we can sell it across the globe. So over the last less than 10 years, we have visualized so much of, we have seen, we have experienced so many young entrepreneurs, even the first generation entrepreneurs are coming up in a big scale. So many good successful entrepreneurs are there. That's why I just would like to share some of my viewpoints, because when Manipur is opened up, the air connectivity, the railway connectivity, road connectivity, and the trade and commerce in the light of the India's active policy, the connectivity, the culture, the commerce, and also the capacity building. So that's why capacity building component is also an important area of concern when our region is opened up to the rest of the world. For that matter, skill development and various other skill sets in terms of export import recommendation, in terms of the logistics, warehousing, in terms of the marketing, in terms of e-commerce, in terms of various other areas where we can just provide our services, our expertise to the rest of the world. The government of Manipur has initiated the export economic launch in the IT areas, and then some more food parks, mega food parks are coming up, and in fact, we can think of having a mega logistic hubs in the state of Manipur. That's why young people will get immense benefit. So we have quite a good number of resource persons today and tomorrow. They will be sharing so much of aspects in different dimensions where our young people can get immense benefit in terms of acquiring the knowledge, skills, and the connections. And through that connections, they can just find out a new stars for them to become a successful entrepreneurs. Our Manipur University is also trying to find what the possible hubs and possible services to the entrepreneurs, to the innovation cells, and various other activities over the last so many years. And as of today, we're able to provide so much of successful entrepreneurs too. So that's why it is a continuous problem. It is in the state of evolving processes. So that's why it's very, very heartening to see quite a good number of people are responding to join this kind of a session. And we are just running this into a blended mode. Some people will be just listening all these things through the online social media platforms. And we also will be having the offline interactions here so that at least we may be able to find out all possible ways and means, any other challenges, difficulties experiencing by the entrepreneurs. We can just sort it out. And we dream for state, Manipur, and the Northern region in general to be truly the growth engine for India's economic developmental process will happen. We have enormous resources for the tourism, hospitality, agro-based, aeronautical plants, medicinal plants, and various other services areas too, including the healthcare, pharmaceuticals, sports, so on and so forth. And in fact, if we just put our efforts in a concerted manner, we may be able to transform this region to an economically vibrant region in the years to come. And for that matter, for young boys and girls, their talents, their energies are to be nurtured very well, and we need to provide right kind of infrastructure, facilities, support, and conducive ecosystem for the entrepreneurship development. Almighty will provide all sort of a blessings to make this region and transform and well-developed regions with adequate infrastructural facilities in terms of roads, connectivity, whatsoever is possible for the next decades down the line, and it would truly become the gateway of India to Southeast Asian nations. This is how we are just going to just in case all sort of economical benefits of this exercise. And that's why export is not a component which we cannot neglect now. So each and every entrepreneurial units they are having today, they are to have clear apprehensions about the export documentation procedure, and the world is our market today. And with all of this, these deliberations definitely will be of immense benefit in enriching your new knowledge, ideas, experiences, and new skills too. I wish all of us, and I once again extend my warm welcome and profound gratitude to each and everyone to make this program a great success. Thank you everyone.
Thank you, sir. With the permission on the dais, with the permission of the dais, we would like to take a few moments for the prize distribution. With permits. Thank you, sir. So we'll be having a prize distribution to the winners of business plan competition, which was held on 11th February 2023, organized by Innovation and Innovation Cell, Department of Professional Service and Skill Development University. This was coordinated by Dr. Kamza Mukra, faculty, DBSSD. So we have 6 prize winners. It is first prize, second prize, third prize, and 3 consolation prize. The first prize we declared prize of 20,000 sponsored by Mr. Ras Moyan and City Halls. If Mr. Ras Moyan is here, so give a round of applause for Mr. Ras Moyan. Second winner with the first prize of rupees 15,000 sponsored by Village Weaver and Civil Science Toy. He won from the Village Weaver. Okay, so then we can give a round of applause for them. Thank you. Third winner with the last prize of rupees 10,000 sponsored by DBSSB Manipur University. I can request our former head and all the faculty of DBSSB for this meeting. This all the faculty. Could you stand up? Is a request? A round of applause for DBSSB. Thank you. Thank you. And 3 consolation prize with class prize of rupees 2,000 is also sponsored by DBS. From the consolation prize. And one more important announcement. One of the consolation prize winner, that is Yumi Production Combo, will be a special seed fund of rupees 1 lakh for this particular business idea, which will be also sponsored by Mr. Ras Moyan, provider of FIFA Archery House. Yeah, Mr. He is Mr. Ras Moyan. Thank you. Now I request Nithousand Vignan Lenin to hand over the consolation prize winner. Please, sir. The first consolation prize winner, Kunombam Roshan Singh of business plan and food containers. 20,000 Vidyalani to help first consolation prize. Mr. Kunombam Roshan Singh. Clapping is also a good exercise. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Now I request Professor C.H. Government to hand over the second consolation prize winner, Nilanjana Tourism, Vaishnav Rohan Kumar Singh, Bimal Singh, Ankumbam, Prayapam Pritam Sarma, for semester MBA, Department of Management, Manipur Technical University, for business plans super good. Thank you. Sir, I also request to hand over the third consolation prize winner. The third consolation prize winner, from suppose that it's retail management, management, business plan, to keep understanding you know, this particular consolation prize also will be getting a sixth one of 1 lakh prize.
Also to join.
Yes, Mr. Thank you, sir. Now I request Dr. Sina Muraito Bamete to hand over the third prize winner. This sir, the third prize winner, Mohammed Rafiqar, business plan, aromatic and medicinal plan as a boon against coffee plantation. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Congratulations to the prize winner. Now I request 3 hours Vardhan Rao Upre is to hand over the second prize. This sir, the second prize winner, Milton Ratombam, Bebop in return. Business plan. The objective to create sub-creative promo ads for visiting houses and to promote our local business. The prize is sponsored by Village Weaver, Yunnan Sujatan and KAS Toy. Thank you, sir. Congratulations to the winner. Now, I would like to request Professor E. Vijay Kumar Singh to hand over the first prize winner. It's the first prize winner team, Dr. Cham Bruganata, Sarungam Dinanath Singh, fourth semester at Department of Management, University business plan, a web portal to various also sponsored by Mr. Ralph Marakan, provider Info Archery Club. Yes, I request Mr. Ralph Marakan to join. A prize we would allow 20,000 rupees and thank you everyone, and congratulations to all the winners, and hope for the best in the next business plan competition. Thank you, and thank you all the dignitaries for giving this few moments to us. Thank you once again.
Thank you so much, Suchitra, for initiating the inaugural sessions and the wonderful prize distribution. May I request to all the speakers, we can, yeah, because we are going to one slide, so I would suggest because otherwise it would be difficult. May I request Mr. Suresh to take the sitting arrangement for speakers to begin. Thank you so much. May I request all the speakers and all the invitation kindly.
Sorry for taking minutes. Now, I would like to invite the first speaker, Sri Nidhusam Vignan Lenin. Okay, before that, there will be a slight chance, according to the paper we have provided, due to some inconvenience matter. So first speaker will be Sri Nidhusam Vignan Lenin, Branch Manager, Northeast Small Finance Bank, for honeymoon. He will be giving speech on advice on financing of startups and MSME. Please, sir.
Please click. Check.
Is it audible? Is it visible? Anisha?
Yeah, it's visible. Can you
Okay.
just change the slide for just a second?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's okay.
Over to you. Good morning, everyone. Respected dignitaries of the workshop, capacity workshop, for entrepreneurs, development and export oriented schemes, led by Indian Chamber of Commerce and Manipur University. Respected sir, Professor Sri University. Dr. Tilan, Director of Mobility, Deputy Director MSME, Technology Center Ministry of MSME, Government of India. Sir Professor Vijay Kumar Singh, Director CSSIIP and former Dean, School of Social Sciences, Manipur University. President Donald Anand Rao Umre, IRS, and Director General National Academy of Customs, Indirect Taxes and Narcotics, Donald Training Institute, Government of India. First of all, I, on behalf of the Sport Limited, would like to thank the organizer for this workshop for inviting us and giving us the opportunity to present something about our bank and that we have been doing for development of the entrepreneurs in Manipur. Actually, our gets several research and advisor was supposed to be here, and he really wanted to be here, but however, because of some busy schedule, he is unable to be here today. I will be presenting some on behalf of the bank. I will be presenting the history, every history of our bank, and the products that we are offering to the budding entrepreneurs in Manipur and North. Right? No. Okay, Norway Small Finance Bank in Manipur started as a MA5 Microfinance Institute in 1995. And then it became a NBFC Company Finance Corporation and registered with RBI in the year 2010. After that, we were given the principal approval from RBI for becoming a small finance bank in the year 2015. And in 2017, we were given the proper license from RBI for opening the bank branches. And then RBI has been renamed as Northeast Small Finance Bank Limited. And then we became a scheduled commercial bank
before scheduled commercial vaccine at school year 2019. And as of today, we have around 250 branches in North India and some part of West Bengal. Like, this year, we are the first small bank plan in North India, and the only one till now. This is the journey that I have briefly discussed here in 1995 and all that. Okay. The snapshots of NS areas on the first month financial year, right? We cover all the yes, northeastern region states, and some part of the country. Like it was around 270 branches at a time. However, it has reached around 150. We are having around 2,000 employees, and total business is around 3,000 workforce. We have in Manipur, we started with just 2 branches in the year 2017. And that one is Forum Pass and another is Lucknow. And as of now, we are 6 branches together. One is at Singamai, Awa, Vishnupur, and Senapur. These are the branches that we have in Manipur. And another 3 more branches are coming up in Taksin, Uttarakhand, and Sucham. Like altogether, all the branches have around 5.4 so business involved for me. And I think member of 5,256 or member as of now. These are some of our. I will be doing online explaining this of these products, and these are some of the products that is we are doing on the last scale, like enterprise development loan, internal groups, and
I think they should open.
okay, these are the products that we are having right now. There are lots of products, but seeing this workshop, I will be explaining on 2 products. This I think will be very useful to the budding entrepreneurs, aspiring entrepreneurs in Manipur. Like we have all the products like SME loans, agri loans, government schemes, and all that. And apart from that, we also have liability products like fixed deposit and all that. Fixed deposit, CASA accounts, even general insurance, life insurance, and micro insurance. We have small accounts, general premium accounts, very institutional accounts, and all that. We also have personal loan, home loan, home improvement loan, loan against deposit, that is loan against the fixed deposit, skill development loan, loan against rent receivables, and genset loans. And coming to the micro, what is like GLC, microcredit loan, income generation loan for micro businesses. Before coming to this, when it comes to like the government of India and the Ministry of MSMEs, they are very clear that the startups and the SMEs has to be protected, nurtured, and encouraged for the overall development of the country. And the government wants the contribution of these sectors like MSMEs to be 50% by the end of 2024 from the 29% that we are having. And the government wants this sector to provide 15 crore jobs. By the end of 2024, now it is standing at 11 crore. So this is why government of India is and Ministry of MSME has introduced many startups and small businesses loans, aiming to provide them more resources and platform for triggering more growth. Startups and SMEs are the foundation based on which the government's money and Make in India mission will succeed. And this will give employment and will improve the standard of life of millions of Indians, and it will send a strong message to our viewers. So with this, I would like to explain some of the products that we are having in our Northeast Makanan Limited and Manipur branches. And after that, I will also like to talk about some very important government schemes for aspiring entrepreneurs. Unnati loans, like this is one of our product. This is meant for micro businesses. It is still underserved by the financial sector, and in bringing about a positive change in the lives of our customers. Like in this is mainly for micro businesses. Like we have two categories in this. One is Unnati business loan, and another is Unnati plus business loan. Coming to Unnati business loan is from 15,000 to less than 50,000. From 15 to less than 50. And the tenure can be from 6 months to 6 months. And there are minimum documentation required for that. Like for this Unnati business loan, we don't even require a registered shop. We don't need a registered shop. Even these fruit vendors, we can provide them loans up to 20,000 by just looking at their credit score and their KYC. KYC means like their Aadhaar, and when they have a permanent structure like one shop or a passport hotel, small one without any registration, they can be provided up to 49,999. Provided that they have a very good like credit score of minimum 650. And we can provide them from 15,000 to 49,999. Another product is Unnati plus business loan. Like it is from 50,000 to 2 lakhs, 1 month. And tenure is from 2 months to 2 months to 60 months. But the businesses need to be registered, maybe through IMC, maybe through if it is in the Panchayat area, they can take the registration from their Pradhan, or they can also register themselves through ODM. It's very easy. All the entrepreneurs can do it by themselves online. Like for this, there will be an inspection and the loan will be disbursed within 5 days. You can do it within 5 days of application. All these border loans. There will be inspection from our part. There will be checking of civil score. And then if everything is not correct, it can be disbursed within 5 days or less in practice. And this is out of small businesses, even fruit vendors without proper family structure, one of offer can avail this loan up to 50,000. But for the Unnati plus, they need to have a common structure. And this is one of our best products now in Manipur, and the rest of the loans. The loan can be taken from 2 lakhs to 25 lakhs. But in this case also we have two categories like up to 5 lakhs and more than 5 lakhs. Up to 5 lakhs, the documentation is very easy. However, the civil score is the minimum required civil score is 700 credit score. And apart from all the KYCs and registration, here you will be needing like account statement of 6 months account statement. And there is also a big benefits for those who are having grocery shops or variety shops and medicine shop like pharmacy. They will not be required even for this month. 6 months accounting will not be required. They will be given based on the stock that they are having. Like if they want a loan of 100, then they have to have a stock of 125. 125% will be the loan. for up to 5,000, like 5 lakhs. The documentation are very easy. Like registration, however, the business of the business should be minimum 2 years. As per the like registration. However, if you have started a business, any business, maybe any kind of business, any non-income business, grocery, hardware shop, anything, any business for trading, not any kind of trading, they may have the business running for 5 years, 10 years, but they have not registered it because they did not have the awareness. In that case, they can register Udyam right now, or will accept a certification from the village head or the Pradhan saying that this person has been running this business for the last 5 years or 6 years. That will be like if the business was not registered before 2 years, only state certificate will work. The tenure can be 12 months to 60 months, like 1 year to 5 years. There will be no collateral required for loans up to 10 lakhs. There will be no collateral is required for loans up to 10 lakhs. However, beyond 10 lakhs, collaterals will be required for 25% of the loan amount. It can be your residential property. No. And beyond 5 lakhs, the documentation is a bit different. They will require last 2 years ITR, DST for 1 year, balance sheets, audited balance sheets, and profit and loss accounts. No, that after if your loan amount is beyond like 5 lakhs, up to 5 lakhs, there is no required. Only the registration, the business, and accounting, if it is not a free or pharmacy. And we have this cash credit loan. Cash credit, this is a regular loan like 5 lakhs to 5 crore. However, for now, this 5 crore has been kept for 50 lakhs only for now. But soon by next financial year, it will be up to 5 crore. In this case, like apart from all that ITR, GST, and all that, for this is a collateral loan. 50% of the collateral should be with residential property, and 75% with the commercial property of the business owner. Any in the private initiative properties from can by scheme. Yes, withdrawal is allowed in a month. 25% of the credit limit. And this is not a term loan. All the loans that I was discussing before is by term loan. And this one is a case credit, so the renewal is required every 1 year. We have to check the profitability, the balances again next year, and it will be renewed. Okay, before coming to this, like there are lots of students and aspiring entrepreneurs who would like to share some experience from being in the bank. Like there are many businesses like who is financing from the bank, and they are doing their business very well, running business very well. But when they can come to bank, we are very excited to meet them and listen to their ideas and all. But and we are finance they are not. However, when we check their civil scores are not up to date. They are not good, like they are below 600 or 700 or something like that because of minor mistakes. Like we should have a very good credit score to be the credit body or businessman or an entrepreneur, or even like most of the students knowing that your credit score is checked not just for your having loan, but for your job also. After your job interview, if you are selected, your credit score will be checked, And if your credit score is not that good or you have that credit score, then your sanction will be rejected. So taking this opportunity, I want to share a few words that in order to have very good credit score, we have to avail this credit facility, maybe a credit card or a small loan. These days, you can even borrow loans from your mobile phone without any document. If you take 500 loans from some else and 5 lakhs from somewhere, if you do not pay that on time, your credit score will be hit equally, despite the difference in loan amount. Even the 500 loan will hit the credit score as well as the 5 lakhs or 500. The one thing we need to do is that we have to have a habit of having these credit credits and credit card. All the banks are now giving credit card like anything like this. They are offering credit cards on phone. You can do it, take credit card online without visiting the bank. You can open your savings accounts without visiting the bank. This with this digital India and all that. The one thing you need to have is a very good credit score in order to afford all this loan and to be a successful entrepreneur. And that can be achieved by taking loans or using credit cards and paying them back on time. And you can check your credit score. There is two types of credit score, credit check. Right? There is one is soft checking and other is hard checking. Like soft checking, you can get through lots of apps like you have credit, ATM. You can check your every month your credit score can be checked, and there will not be your credit score. Like it's a soft check. So checking by yourself through something. But if you go to bank and start checking your credit score, applying loans to different banks, they will check your credit score and it will fit your credit score. Right? So you should always keep track of your credit score, but not through banks, to yourself, to your mobile. And with that, I would also like to share two very important schemes of the government of India for budding entrepreneurs. Like everybody may have heard about it. One is Mudra and the other is PMEG. Mudra, it's a micro English development and refinance agency. It's not a bank or institute. It's a refinance agency, which means that they give refinance to the banks and PFCs and MFI, and this kind of institutes influence get loan to the entrepreneurs, budding entrepreneurs. There are three stages in Mudra. One is Shishu, Kishore, and Tarun. In Shishu, every startup can do this. If you don't have a business or running, or you have an idea of starting to do that, you can avail up to 50,000 with this loan. And when you reach this Kishore, the loan amount can be up to 5 lakhs. But if this is for mid-sized business, which has been running and successfully for last 2 or 3 years. And in Tarun, it is up to 10 lakh for the experience like business and entrepreneur. And it's not like I have to start it from Situ, then I have to come to Kishore or Tarun. It's not like that. If you are having, it will be decided based on your business. If it's just starting or you have experience or how many experience you have. So on that basis, we will be given the Situ, Kishore or Tarun up to 10 lakhs. And there is no subsidy on that. Another part is other loan is PMEG, Prime Minister Employee Generation Program. The loan amount, this is for fresh businesses who have not availed any subsidy advances from the government. If you have already achieved any loans or advances, which is given with subsidy, you cannot apply for that. This is for a new project, and loan amount can be up to 25 lakhs. And subsidy will be from 15% to 35%, based on the area, like if it is rural or urban, and also the categories, like if you are a woman, SC or ST, depends on that. The subsidy will be different. Every entrepreneur can try it. However, as a banker, what we experience is that we receive a lot of applications for PMEG through government portals. It is looked after by the KPIs like ADI and various commission. At the national level, as a nodal agency, and in the state level, it is reported by all DICs and KYC board and KYC state and all that. And the application will come through them. They will submit the work project work and all that to this DICs and KYCs, and all the application will be come to our portal. This portal in every 10 branches. You can check it. What we find is that the projects they are having is very good. Like the project is made, but for a mushroom cultivation, they will be applying for loan amount of developers. Yes, some more something like we have it for that, but there is not feasible project. It can be good. So most of the PMEs are getting rejected. We are not making the right project or project cost. That's why we are not able to, as an entrepreneur, are able to take this opportunity. For availing subsidy of 15 to 30%. If you are sanctioned with 10 lakhs, you will be getting subsidy of 3.5 lakhs. We are missing that opportunity because we are not making our business plan very well. But however, I believe that all the people here will be getting lots of benefits like that because we're all aware of all this with the competition and all that. So it's like before ending I would like to share some of success stories that people we this small finance bank like it's a commercial bank, but in Manipur we have a very bad image. Not because of us, because of after the COVID-19, most of them like the financial institution, then this unorganized sector people used to call them bank. They think that they were a bank, they were not bank, they were MFI. But we have this nomenclature for small finance bank. Our small finance bank has to have this nomenclature before our bank. Our bank is not this small finance bank. We cannot ignore that small finance bank. Because we are this banking, we are supposed to give 75% of loan to the private sector. For other commercial bank, it is 40%. And our loan size will be more than 25 lakhs, like 10 members. So we are called small finance bank because we are understanding focusing on unorganized sector, kirana stores, and small businesses and MSMEs. So with this, we are having a not small finance bank. People think that we are like all this unregistered financial institute they are having in Manipur. They all collapse. Their consumer are exposed to people are even like we have fixed deposits, we have CASA accounts, current accounts, saving accounts. People are hesitant to deposit their money with us because they think that we are not bank. We are some small finance because we have this small finance. There is a challenging we are still facing. And in this taking this opportunity, I would like to clarify that this we are bank. Like other we are also commercial bank. The difference is that our loan size is small and 75% loans will be given to private sector. That is the only difference. And we can do credit cards, we can do debit cards, we all have the product the variety, but just fixed deposit, we are offering the best fixed deposit rate in Manipur right now. Up to 9% fixed deposit. Like a full customer. Yes, we have given loans and lastly, then again for the organizer for this workshop for giving us an opportunity. Thank you all, and we are always open from 9:30 to 4:30. If you have any queries, any comment, you are always welcome. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for addressing on financing of startup and MSME. I hope all the entrepreneurs or all the participants here be getting a clear cut regarding the loan facilities provided by not a small finance bank in Manipur. Thank you once again. Now we'll proceed to the next second speaker. I would like to invite Dr. Snap, the Equivalent of Deputy Director, SSW, Center, Ministry of MSME Government of India, who will be addressing on Technology Center for Entrepreneurship Development. Sir, please, sir.
Good afternoon to one and all. Respected, respected dignitaries, we have present now and with respect to specific Director CSS IP Social Sciences Management State, Social State Board Social Waste Management State. Then Sri Nikomso, Legal Legend, thank you very much for some highlights and helping us to some of the industry and in the previous visiting over here. And the dignitaries joining us online in virtual mode, and I hear district and sitting in front and joining online. So I would like to because Shakespeare has made
It's not being about places and states of Muslim. These political bond India's emerging economy, its technology, and horticulture. Some existing cultivation land, which is second bubble capital of area. This 45 points. These conditions very common and unique, such as dairy silk, muga silk, and many handicrafts created out of sustainable natural fibers like bamboo and cake. The Northeast also produces 65% of India's total bamboo, which is 20% of the 99% international and access Sydney and Calgary. The Northeast region's geographical location gives the region an inherent trading advantage. That the immense export potential to South Asia and other countries, emissaries of the region nearly 16% of the region's economy in terms of employment, output, and exports. Give thrust to this area, Ministry of MSME has taken several measures to boost economy and employment scenario of the region. Under scheme of fund for regeneration of traditional industries, 85 clusters have been approved in Northeast region, benefiting local artisans under Prime Minister Environment Generation Program (PMEGP). 1.14 lakh microgrids have been assisted in NER, generating the fundament of the fund. 7.59 lakh persons, around 3.7 lakh enterprises registered from NER. Their book have created employment more than 23 lakh persons. wide spectrum of entrepreneur-friendly schemes of ministry has given Northeast MSMEs a desirable entrepreneurial ecosystem. Finding effective assistance at every step. Some existing notable schemes are promotion of MSMEs in NER and sector for entrepreneurship development, PMEGP, post-generation entrepreneurs, CGT MSA, assistance, ESD, for capacity and skill development, National SCSD Fund for entrepreneurs of marginalized sections, special credit capital subsidy scheme for technological upgradation, SMAs for SCSD entrepreneurs, EMS for assisting MSME enterprises in marketing their products, national and international exhibitions. With the initiatives, MSME sector is gaining the ground by tapping the national resources, skilling the people, and mobilizing national schemes. Features getting the necessary economic boost as India travels under God. These points become new potential. 78 5
So, through this short video, we have witnessed what Mr. basically has done so far to this region, which is full of potential, and continue to use that and looking forward. This technological intervention for optimizing potential. That short video we have witnessed what are the potential and to previous speaker when we have witnessed that banks are ready to attend. So the question is, are we ready to from this video, this is a must. You can become a recognized when for this registration and get even witness what are the advantages. The margin is lower than so please get registered so that your enterprise by government and so that you can post facilities which is meant for you only. And coming back to like this technology intervention potentials are there, but with new intervention, means then we have started the basic means through MSME technology centers. So I will during this short presentation I will result and what level will come up and what are the those prospects which needs to be optimized so that our potential can be utilized for our own prosperity. So in the process, as we are talking about entrepreneurship development, so that different verticals of entrepreneurship will be that is the outcome of this process. Maximizing potential. So, as we all know, report as well as this comes under this Indo-Burma Bilateral Protocol. And frankly speaking, we are in the top in the list, but unfortunately, we are not able to utilize those natural given gift. And unfortunately, this 95% of these resources, mainly this kind of investment plant, they are being in the wild, and then people are following this exhaustive harvesting practices. Because of that, before knowing its commercial value, in the many of those valuable resources are now in extreme stage also. So, and this is college, which is depicting some of the potential plans as far as this eruptive plans are concerned. So I will be focusing mainly on this eruptive plan because we are especially under maintenance of this eruptive plan. We have a full potential, as I said, being under this Obama natural gifted resources are there, but due to knowledge gap, we're not able to capitalize it. And at the same time, we're talking about improvement, not about only for notice for entire country. So, Minister of Assembly, this is when there is to take direct jobs. So, coming back to this 28 lakhs, 7 plus lakhs are registered in employment exchange. Those are highly educated also. So it's high time to convert ourselves to bring that them portal registration. So based on that, maybe if I can come up with a little higher. Some days back, when I checked online, it was 14,000 registered units are there for money. So as far as notice concerned, some is on the top of the list with 1 lakh plus registration, and next to some is with 42,000 only. I will say only. So it's high time that to bring that 7 lakh or 8 lakh to this income hotel, where those job seekers has turned themselves into job providers is capacity, and to help those existing and aspiring entrepreneurs, ministries also ministries also there to support in technical, in financial, in the form of various schemes. So for today, I will detail, and these are few plans. I think some may be aware of these plans or not. This plan is known to everyone about this extent. This group and these are some of the this is Aquatica, this is Paris qualifier, and then this is Kalmur. Which is based on this management of this so like this other one as I think you all know. So this can give you in terms of lakhs. So and we are talking about OP means we are talking about yield. So and this is three. So those three can be afforested, can be done to plants like this. They take a few years, but with that resistance better, you are going to get in terms of lakhs. So current market price for these hybrid then market price is up to 35 to 40 lakhs. So it's better to know about it. And this is your any idea? No, this is your photo. You photo was taken from Angulo. Angulo means I'm giving a link to. This is your Yangli. Then everyone know why and where Yangli is being used. And this is your sugar country. Then in white, people from outside they are getting out of this. So the current oil 1 liter oil price is also 30 to 35,000. Now, people harvested from the wire is paying out to the raw form by giving away in throwaway price, in few thousands and few hundreds in terms of hundreds of thousands. Jupo lily, this is native Jupo means, and this is your electrum, then lotus. So lotus means we are talking about entrepreneurship also. Entrepreneurship means some innovation. Yeah, doing some business, but innovation. Level of your innovation, then how innovative you are, then will decide your success and sustainability of your enterprise. So now we have witnessed in the state itself. Here, this lotus was not only for these flowers, there is this art festival, the art festival, and then for a wrapping material for about the trees. But from flowers and then from the even from the stalks, fiber has been. Now I don't need to elaborate it. I think we all know. So they are like innovation. And then this is geranium. And this is your again lily and your rhododendron. And this is your chamomile. I think many of us might have tea. And then your essential oil can be extracted out of this. And this is very hardy crop, and how where it can be utilized that I will cover in the following slides. So though very good planning science get the full potential. Even our AS for father is told like Sanalita Manipur. So it's really if we see we think properly it's quite meaningful also. Let's forget about others, and even if we focus only on this chromatic medicine plant, so they are also there are many meaningful. How plant is plant favors different form of plant favors different climatic conditions like warmer conditions like after they prefer in warmer conditions, and then some like they prefer in cold conditions from colder climate. So those warmer, colder, and then really in those are polar here. Then only thing is that due to our maybe due to our ignorance or business, those things are coming into our businesses. It is our biggest mistake. So it's either we need to understand our strength and to improvise our weakness, then those traits. Then if we focus on those points properly, potential is there to convert this potential into prosperity. So then even I did my PhD from the university only, and first plan, blue color one. This is portrayed in COP. It is a second place. So from there, and then I took a sample, road leaf, seed, getting to ARC, Hawaii, the Ministry Center of Mumbai, and some of the facilities were not there in the university. And then I did my, all my research work over there in Hawaii, and then other, this is not a Google photo, this is from Manipur only. And I think I was going to why this injuries are there. So it's a meaningful injury that I was going to tell. This is in summer, these injuries into to bring more number of these and infected part. So that yeah, it's a tree, but its value is not in the tree, but through natural or through induced mechanical injuries. This there are injuries where true value lies that can be induced. And this is sugar country going in wild when we have taken up some key initiatives along with government to check and see. And geranium and picture which come up in our mind is okay because is a is there. But we're talking about this geranium where coincidence is very good and we have a full potential over here in the other regions like the rural or Senapati. And this is your chamomile. Yeah, this is I would say this is Google photo. Pencil is there. This is prospect and present condition, which we can see. So now also we can see as far as belly is concerned, the maximum area where we can have a bigger cultivation is our paddy fields only. But the pity part is that paddy is occupying only hardly 4 to 5 months. What about the remaining 7 to 8 months? So it's either even too late looking about it and start utilizing that space and time. Then get one. So for that, this chamomile, this will then hardly 3 to 4 months only. So this can also be taken up as strong pillar. And we're talking about doubling farmers' income also. To achieve that one, all the farmers or the prospective entrepreneurs, they need to have some additional economic activity other than their studies. So for that, this chamomile is one of the potential candidates, which we are trying giving our level best to come up as a farm. So that don't need to explain anything. We'll showcase it. The plant management Manipur in the form of pigs, then wild cultivated crops, then aromatic rice, the spices and condiments, bamboo and so as I said, I will focus in this optimizing potentially into prosperity and focus mainly on this medicinal aromatic plants. And many times even said people from the outside who knows the potential over here, people are saying that you are setting on goal. So in that case, smile should be on. But the easy part is that we are turning ourselves as a laughing stock. Because even though the potential is there, we are not understanding the this true commercial values of those golden price resources. So that's the pity part. So it's high time. We need to understand, we need to know our resources. So there only we can even create our own employment. And other than that, we can create others for create jobs for others also. And then we utilize investment. Especially well into the other scope. So this is your laptop now. I think many of us might have heard it. You go in any hillside, this is a weed. I would say weed, unwanted plant. So this is we are regarding as a weed in any hillside. But few years back, China has accepted Nobel Prize out of this. Your I don't know or artificial because it's very much rich in your antiviral compound as artificial. So yeah, different varieties are there, species are there, but few of them are available in our. Is it all? Then this is your marigold, and then this is your lomba, and then this is your this is your lemon. Even we have GI in the lemon also. For focus is only on that pulp part or juice making. What about that nail? If we see properly, nail business in that waste part, that is that nail part out where comes slides. And this is your camphor. This is not a Google. This is from camphor oil extracted in our own lab only, and this is yours camphor tree, which people is that comment taken up as a both sides unique trees. So prospects and challenges. Unique associations with some specialties is we all will agree. Yeah, as we all have a limited area coverage, process would be obviously limited. Yeah, this we should high time to understand. Knowledge is there. That's why huge knowledge is there. That's why we have to understand our resources, which is in front of us. and within our reach. Yes, even though the resources are limited, as I said, they are unique type is there. So that means we should have, we should be able to get a maximize or scale up margins out of this unique resources. It is having special qualities in that can be done through this valuation and through safety. Yes, of course, lack of facilities and valuation there. And as we are talking about developing entrepreneurship, yeah, certain factors are there. This is affecting entrepreneurship. There is lack of quality planting material, and then shortage of appropriate techniques, and then lack of market information, lack of good agricultural practice, lack of quality assessment facilities, which can be the upper hand while bargaining the prices. And then, yeah, knowledge therefore valuation and facility, which is we should do without any hesitation, so that we can retain that scale of margin to the region. There lies real putting that one. And then scientific validation of its knowledge, need of the world. I mean, maybe some of you are research scholars, even if we are doing any research, but as far as in the factor of this aerobic medicine plan, we are very much rich in traditional knowledge practicing or system also. So even when we are with our topics, can put that scientific validation of those is long proven those practices which is being followed by the traditional healers over here in Manipur. Yes, we have seen the potential, and then we are talking about the prospect. Just to fulfill that, and again I said as I mentioned earlier also, and then for this is to create direct job. That's to by utilizing these regular available resources in front of us. Just to achieve that, Minister Messenger under one of its flagship program, which is called the Technology System Program, which main objectives are creation of existing technology centers and establishment of new technology centers, with the expected output of technology development centers, and then better employment opportunities and skilled workers. Then even the government is encouraging in national level development also. Then overall outcome, including this better increase in employability and then increase in then even getting that to be a global competitor. Then in turn, basically, which also known as a engine of the nation, providing a good share of share in the GDP also. So that will be increased. And as we are talking about sport also, so it's high time we need to focus on this. And this shows about the existing technology centers and newly added 15 technology centers. So as on there, basically having 15 technology centers. So in that, basically technology center in Par, which is located in Par, once the newly added technology center. So that knowledge gap can be filled, so that in facilities, be it processing, be it validation, be it quality assessment facilities can be filled up, so that people over here, those job seekers can earn themselves as a job provider by turning them as an entrepreneur. That knowledge will be filled up, processing, validation, quality assessment, those facilities will be filled up. So ministry is targeting to bring up this MSP Technical Center farm to bring up this as a center of excellence for medicinal plants of Northeast India in particular and in general. So it's high time social availability is there and centers to facilitate you, be it knowledge wise or facility wise, and our plan is our own project. It's high time in a like this. So these facilities they set up in this specific farm and optimizing potential take you down through some of the preliminary research and development work which we have initiated. So as I said, this NOVA, I like it in previous slides also. This is the main content, this mineral and granule. These are two aids really, which is very much rich in lemongrass also. And that component which is very much in demand, it's very much rich in our Dombo also. Yeah, of course, no doubt, Dombo is already in business, but in local level only. Whereas potential to capture national international market, to capture that potential is there, but due to knowledge gap or maybe due to activity gap, that where that business which we can hedge in some options, then we are terminating our business in actually in hundreds. So it's high time government goes to change the denominations. So if the potential of earning thousands, then why to end up why to set up in hundreds denominations? So it's well accepted that my proposition was this that this homework
Please kindly just quickly your thank you so much.
and I want that's 1 monthly very much available as plenty, but all full benefits are taken care by not we were not able to get it okay. Rather, this Pamaroda, the component of this composition is very good, and then this very good. It's also in business, but we're not getting the golden price. That golden price will be cheap this only. That one liter of this your very gold or sanari, this can give you up to 10,000 to 15,000 per liter, for which you don't need any nurturing or any provision for cultivation. Yes. Much demanded slide. So potential is there, and to help you out, the MSME Technical Center is in advanced stage of its establishment. So most likely within this year only it will be inaugurated and it will be handed over to the nation. So as I said, this being in our backyard and resources, it's only there. We have just to pick it up and then use the facilities. It is there in the facilities park and then make your own shop and you can earn yourself as a provider, many also, and can contribute to the growth of the nation and the process, earn yourself as a proud citizen of the country. Yes, you cannot find a way, you can always bring a way to research and innovation, help you out, just be able to public there. Yeah, generally we are like this fellow only. Doesn't matter how many resources we have. Yeah, we have plenty in the form of these leathers, and this fellow is not understanding. He's standing on so many leathers, but still here he is on wheels. If we don't know how to use them, it will never be enough. It's high time. And as far as these aerobatic medicine plants are concerned, again, that this 10 digit leather get to get available in Coca Shopping, you can be of those existing and aspiring entrepreneurs as far as this aerobatic medicine plants are concerned. So this is so all are welcome to to all are welcome. We can have discussion in line afterwards. So for today, let me wind up here. And thank you very much. Then someone will come up and we will speak about giving up.
Thank you, sir, for highlighting the important and importance of resources available in Northern, especially in Manipur. And the technology is already ready available in MSME Technology Center. Sir also invited and please utilize the technology available so that all can be put in technology related aerobatic plan. Thank you once again for sharing regarding the resources, potentials, and the technology available. Thank you, sir. A virtual on organic certification market linkage by Dr. Archana, Senior Business Development Manager, Agricultural and Process Food Product Export Development Authority, APEDA, Ministry of Commerce and Industry, Government of India. To be having a virtual address, I request all kindly attention on virtual address.
Dr. Archana, am I audible to you?
Pranjana, please make it a full screen.
Hello.
Good afternoon, Dr. Nath, am I audible to you?
Yeah, you are audible. I'm audible to you.
Yeah, just a moment. I think the voice, we just need to do the connecting with the voice. Just a moment. Can you just repeat once for me?
Yeah, yes. I'm audible to you. Is it audible?
Yes, you are audible.
Yes, yes, it's audible.
Okay.
Thank you so much. Over to you.
Okay. Very good afternoon to all of you. So first of all, I would like to thank ICC and Manipur University for inviting me as a panelist to participate in today's program. So today, first of all, I'm Dr. Archana Nath. I'm a Senior Business Development Manager in APEDA. So today, I'm going to speak about the role of APEDA in export promotion, then the organic certification and the market linkage. So first of all, I would just like to give a small introduction about APEDA. So because many of it's like you must not be knowing about APEDA. So first of all, APEDA is a Government of India organization under Ministry of Commerce and Industry, which is looking after the promotion of agriculture and processed food export from entire India. So our head office is located in Delhi and our regional office, it is located in Guwahati. So this Guwahati regional office is looking after the entire export which is happening from the entire 8 northeastern states. So the products which are covered under the purview of APEDA are this 15 categories of products are there, under which subcategories are there. So more than 400 products falls under this products. So here you can see what are the products. Suppose if you want to export any of these products from from India, so you have to get registered with APEDA, because without the registration of APEDA, you cannot export this product. So what are the products here? So you can see fresh fruits, vegetables and their products, then meat products, poultry products, dairy products, confectioneries, biscuits and bakery products, honey, jaggery, sugar products, chocolates of all kinds, then your alcoholic and non-alcoholic drinks, then your cereals and cereal products, groundnut, peanut, walnut, then pickle, papad, chutneys, guagam, then floriculture and the floricultural products, then your herbal and medicinal plants, and recently the cashew has been added into the purview of APEDA. So if you want to export any of these products, so you have to get registered with APEDA. So these are these are some export these products are having and potential for exporting outside. So here you can see what are the products which falls under high demand. So here you can see pineapple, Assam lemon, then your mandarin orange, kiwi, jackfruit, banana, bamboo shoots, then your ginger, turmeric. Under chilies, this king chili and G4 chili has a high demand. Then for rice, red rice, black rice, this is having a high potential. Then your organic honey, tea, and animal products like pork, honey, etc. So these are the identified products and markets which is having a high demand of this product. So here you can see the pineapple. It has a huge demand in Nepal, UAE, Qatar, Maldives, Oman, Saudi Arabia, then your Bahrain, Russia, Italy, France. So I'm not going in details. You can just have a look here. So these are some few more products. So the top 10 agricultural commodities which is being exported from India, here you can see the non-basmati, this is the data for the last 3 years. So here you can see the non-basmati rice, then basmati rice, buffalo meat, wheat, miscellaneous preparations, maize, cereal preparations, guargam, pulses, processed vegetables. These are the 10 most important agricultural commodities which is being exported from India. So the top 10 importing countries to India, like who are taking importing these products from India, is like the on top is the Bangladesh, then UAE, then USA, Saudi Arabia, Indonesia, Iran, Vietnam, Malaysia, China, and Nepal.
I interrupt, Anjana, just for a while. Can you just enlarge or zoom your slides visible to the audience and the delegates who are sitting in the back seat? Is it possible for you to make it a little? Can you just make the slide, slides show moved or?
It's not moving. It's not moving.
It's moving, but actually the text are not audible. I mean, it's if you can make it a slide, or if you can increase the slide size.
Okay, I have increased the size. Yeah. Now, is it visible?
You can share the slides to the participants.
Okay. Thank you so much. You can continue. Thank you so much.
Okay. So, these are the products which is like from northeastern region, which are the products like which is going outside. So here you can see the mostly on the top, it's non-basmati rice, followed by dairy products, cereal preparation, miscellaneous preparation, maize, other fresh vegetables, betel leaves and nuts, and so on. So here you can just have a look. So now I'll come into the organic agriculture. So all of you know what is organic agriculture, right? So it is a production system that sustains the health of soil, ecosystem, and people. So it mostly depends upon all the ecological process, biodiversities, and the cycles which is adapted to this local conditions without the input of chemicals and harmful chemicals and fertilizers, which is having an adverse effect. So, for the organic certification, the consumers they require a healthy and environmental sound products. And for that, they are willing to pay premium price. And the farmers and processors is producing according to the certain standard. So they're getting access to a premium price market. So what is organic certification actually? It is a procedure by which a third party gives a written assurance that a product, process, or service is in conformity with certain standards. So it ensures the quality and it prevents the fraud, because organic certification is like you cannot sell your products just saying that it is grown organically or means like in an organic nature, but like you have to produce means like organic certification certificate to the buyer for increasing its demand in the market. So these are the key to organic certification. First is the accreditation, standards, inspection, certification. So here, what is accreditation? Accreditation means a procedure adopted by the national accreditation body for ascertaining the competence of a certification body to certify organic farms, products, and processes as per the national standard for organic products. Then the next is standard, which define the production methods, which mainly focus on the production methods, not the product quality. It can be international, national, or regional standards. Then next step is your inspection. So there is an on-site visit to the farm or the processing processing unit to verify that the performance of an operation is in accordance with the specific standards. Then the final step is the certification, where a written confirmation that the process or the product is in compliance with the prescribed standard.
Ma'am, slide is not moving.
Dr. Arthur, the slide is not moving actually.
Now?
We are still here at top 10 reporting countries in India.
Okay, just 1 second.
You can do one thing, you can close the slide and reopen the slide.
Okay, yes, I'll do that. Is it visible now?
Yes.
Yes, it's visible.
I would also like to request Dr. Nath, if you can, after the session, if you can share the presentation with us, so we can share with all the delegates here.
Just 1 second.
Yeah. I mean, after the session, I mean, you can also share with us, so we can share your slides.
Okay, yeah, sure. I will do that. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Over to you.
Okay. So now it's moving.
Yeah, it's moving.
Yeah,
now.
it's moving. Yes.
Okay. So what is the role of APEDA under NPOP standards? So APEDA, it works as a secretariat for implementation of NPOP. So it evaluates accreditation, surveillance, and monitoring of the certification bodies. It reviews the national standard and amendment, then establish equivalency with the importing countries, and then it provides training and capacity building programs on organic certification. Then creates awareness about the organic certification, and then it promotes the Indian organic logo. So sorry. So recognition of this the NPOP program for what does the APIDA do? So the NPOP standards for crop production have been recognized by European Commission and Switzerland as equivalent to the country standards. Then USDA have also recognized this NPOP conformity assessment procedure of accreditation as equivalent to that of US. With this recognition, Indian organic products are duly certified by the accredited certification bodies of India, are accepted by the importing countries also. But this processed food at present is not covered under the equivalency agreement with EU and Switzerland. So for the market linkage here, the APIDA used to organize few international buyer sellers meet and the national both on international level and the national level. So it is a platform where the farmers, the entrepreneurs, the food processors, and they get an opportunity to meet with the buyers directly, both international buyers and the national buyers. So we are organizing this this biosellers meet in almost all the states of northeastern region every year. So here we used to invite the buyers from different countries, from different states of India, where they come and interact with our farmers, our entrepreneurs, and make a deal. This is one of the it's like steps where it's like this market linkage happens. So the second is Farmer Connect portal. So when you visit our APIDA website, that is your www.apida.gov.in. So there you will find a link which is called as Farmer Connect portal. So this is the e-portal for market linkage of farm produce. So here, so it will, after opening the link, you will find a screen like this. So here you can see there is an exporter sign in and there is a FPO FTC sign in. So here the exporter will sign in and he will put all the company details along with his contact number and the email ID. Similarly, the FPO FPCs, the farmers they will log in and they will put all the details along with their contact details. So after this, here this is the form like where the FPO FPC will register. So after this registering, so this FPO FPCs, these cooperatives, they can put their sell offers in this link. Okay, so like for here one example is given. This Vidar Horticulture Farmer Producer Company Limited, he has put his sell offer. Here his main crop is brinjal. The variety is given and how much minimum order is given, then quantity what is available with him, and the validity of the offer. So here all the buyers from entire India, they can go through it and whatever the requirements they have, they can go through it and they can directly contact the farmer and make a deal. So similarly, the exporters also, they put their buy inquiries. So here, like this Keshav International, they have put an requirement of rice, this variety, the quantity, and the validity. So here, all the farmer producer companies and FPOs, they can go through this list and whatever, then they can directly contact the exporter for selling their thing. So this is an important portal where the farmers can directly link up with the exporters and the exporters can directly link up with the farmers. So at last, I would like to tell about the financial assistance schemes of APIDA. So here, there are three components under this. So one is your development of infrastructure, one is your quality development, and one is your market development. So under the development of infrastructure, so we are if you want to if you want to set up integrated pack house, reefer vans, then your cable handling systems for banana, processing facilities to address missing gaps. So for that, like we are offering 75% subsidies for the It's like for the only for the northeastern exporters. Otherwise, in all India, it is 40% subsidy. Only for the northeastern region, it is 75% subsidy we are offering, and that is up to a ceiling limit of 2 crores. So this like it's suppose for the food processors, I'm saying, like if you have an established food processing unit already established, and like if you want to it's like for addressing the missing gaps, suppose like if you want to buy some machineries or equipment to like for quality enhancement, so for that also we are providing 75% subsidy, that is up to a ceiling limit of 2 crores. Then after that, for the state government and the central government, if they want to establish like integrated pack house or processing unit, laboratory, etc. So for that we are offering 90% subsidy, that is up to a ceiling limit of 6 crores. Then under the quality development, suppose like if you want to do lab upgradation of your lab, then if you want to strengthen the in-house laboratory, then if you want to do any certification, like if you want to take ISO certification, HACCP certification, for that also we are providing 75% subsidy, that is up to a ceiling limit of rupees 5 lakh per certification. And suppose if you want to organize any export oriented programs, like any kind of capacity building programs or awareness programs, so for that also we are offering up to rupees 5 lakh per program. Then for the market development, suppose if you want to do a trial shipment of any fresh horticulture produce, so for that also we are offering 75% subsidy, that is up to our ceiling limit of rupees 10 lakh per container per trip. And for registration of brand or IPR outside India, for that we are providing 70% to 75% subsidy, that is a ceiling limit of up to rupees 20 lakh per beneficiary or market. So with this, I would like to finish my presentation here. Thank you so much for your patient hearing.
Dr. Nath. Hello. Dr. Nath, am I audible?
Yes, you are audible. Yes.
Yeah, we are just taking few questions. Probably they would like to have more interactions with data. So I'm handing over the questions. And we connected.
Yes. Actually, you're not audible properly. Means like it's echoing. Means that's why. Yeah, but like okay, it's okay. It's okay. You can ask. It's okay. Yeah, please.
Now, can you hear me? Come over. Come, okay.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon.
Ma'am, my name is Seiko, and I'm working right now with NERCOM, which is a project under ABC. And then we are on the process of setting up this FPO, Farmers Producer Organization. And then we also have a processing unit, which has 25 processing unit has been set up into Jatpur. So right now, we are not having actually a market problem, but the linkage between selling our producers to other company or maybe other outside the state, it's a little difficult for us because being in the rural area, we do not have any opportunity to be exposed outside of Manipur. We have Neramek here, but the Neramek as a whole
it's not meeting our needs, so to say. Now we have a product of turmeric, ginger, and pineapple to be produced, which is a product of a NAPO, so to say. We have a little produce. Right now also we are having a problem with selling our products with turmeric. So is it possible for us to have a platform where we can link up each other and then sell our producers for the benefit of the farmers? That is the
Oh,
question.
fresh. Okay, I want to know that like it is a fresh product or it's a processed product.
Yes, ma'am. Right now the season has been little late, so we are just looking at the next cultivation. So that is the reason why we are selling the product as a fresh. Otherwise, we could have processed it.
Okay. Okay. Can you do one thing like it's like it's difficult to explain you here. So like you can take my number from it's like ICC and we can have a like a conversation on a phone or something like that.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay.
Any more questions from the audience? Okay, thank you so much, Dr. Rajan, being over this to Sujit.
Thank you, ma'am. Now, we'll be having a special address from Professor E. Vijay Kumar Singh, Director CSSIIP and former Dean School of Social Sciences, Manipur University. Mr.
Respected Professor Yvonne Michael, Vigan Lenin, Dr. Silam Hiran Tomba Michael, Harshavardhan Anand, Babu Umle, and all the participants in this very exciting workshop. I'm a professor of economics. Throughout can be told that it inputs for any production process and realize that every inputs is not sufficient. We have to develop rights. It's where entrepreneurs enter. And now we realize that we don't ever need that inputs. At one time, our post-war industrial policy used to be constrained by the availability of inputs. But now, that is come, and technology and logistics have changed so much for the better that we are now even dreaming of, in processes where we don't have the locally available raw materials. In fact, these entrepreneurs are going to play a very, very important role in the next few decades, particularly when India approaches the passes to America into our 2047 year. And what is happening is that everywhere there is a movement, rediscovery, imagining. Also, we are talking about all the time, reimagining, rediscovering ourselves. from the perspective that they used to guide us a few decades back, are being very, very seriously questioned. And in this context, process of rediscovering ourselves, it's by previous speakers, they have presented very nicely on various aspects of these issues. We have the materials, we have the institutional mechanisms, we have almost everything, but we don't get the results. Everything is fine on the papers. We don't have results in the realities. That is where the entrepreneurs have to play an important role. And they are very basically which actually believe that one school of thought believes that entrepreneurs are actually latent talents. You cannot cultivate it. It is already given. Then you have it or not. And another school of thought to which we belong insist that entrepreneurship has to be cultivated, has to be nurtured, and you can create it. Even in this context, we are actually, we talk about India take its policy also. We are actually contesting. We are contesting and re-questioning the earlier beliefs about our policies. And one very important issue is about techno-based industry. We have talked about MSME, we have talked about these project plans, medicinal plans, and so on. But the question is, are we in a position to catch up with the when export development? By looking at this we are actually about changing, actually re-engineering what we call competitive advantage for so many years, for decades. Actually, what study of the that we have to develop taking sources where we have the but now we know time is come and ideas have developed. We need not be bound by these constraints of competitive advantage. Competitive advantage is created what our Asian tigers, East Asian countries, they did follow this guidelines of competitive advantage. And if South Korea has been following the guidelines of competitive advantage, then South Korea, by this time, we have demanded very certain time of export so many high quality manufactured items. And the same happened with Singapore and all other actually what you call Asian tigers. And so that's why this time of the actually country. Same thing. They're talking about our resources. We want to be again the leaders in the in the world. Not many years ago, nearly 300 to 400 years back, India was actually most advanced country in the world. Let's say, in the last 300, 400 years, because of various, we see in news states, Indian economy also strengthened. And one thing that we have to understand, particularly about the notice, if we want to catch up with the rest of the country, and even this process of discovering ourselves will be taken very seriously, because when we became part of India, actually it happened that we were actually there. Just like what the British did, the Indians, only what the Western ideas, they are superior to the political ideas. But later on, rediscovery is happening. Yes, also. Now, really, so as mentioned, so there's so many items which are very readily available, which help we have. Then I think we have issued them or now have to this process of restoring ourselves continue. The financial institution in our mentor of many less of the taking business can be developed. Really, we may not be able to understand the whole thing right now. It can be done. One example was one thing that I did. It was one of these scoring by credit scoring or civil scoring by this determine the credit worthiness of the various skills. Now, who is going to do that? We also have next by resources and how those resources can continue. Have this organic tech. Doesn't mean that you are not using. You cannot just self-declare. Many stories about this area, when people used to buy vegetables or by the hills, and when they found that when asked why your products are becoming very costly, those producers they just gladly know that they have to spend lots of money on insecticides and other things. In other words, having records of use of fertilizers in the hills. In the hills doesn't mean that all the products from the hills are organic. We now have an unfolding narrative of like plantations. booking markets in the hills. Which we are basically now personal war against that. So what I'm saying is that there are actually mechanisms because the benefits, there are so many resources which can be developed and resources and these institutions properly. Yeah. Is that one of the biggest constraints on scale of production in this area and in the size of the markets, we have to look for big markets to enjoy what is called economies of scale. For that, so that is why a workshop of this type, where we are going to discuss capacity building, entrepreneurship development, and also export-oriented skills. It is very, very timely because that we are going to develop markets. Foreign markets we see in the South Asian countries, and beyond that, you have East Asian countries also. It is actually huge market, and you can develop in various ways. And now from ASEAN, we are now talking about Indo-Pacific. So the vision is becoming bigger and bigger. And if we want to develop opportunities, if we want to make the best use of opportunities, then we have to for skills. Because as I said, this is here of the contribution of these entrepreneurs in the development of this region will be exporting to the in some Asian countries. So finally, I would like to congratulate the writers of this workshop for this time. So first we'll be sharing more resources, both in terms of institutions, both in terms of students, both in terms of doing things. And on the one hand, we have this young so this is tomorrow also we're going to have and
Sir, sorry for interruption. We can hear you.
So there are a few audience sitting on the virtual platform.
Oh, okay.
Probably they are not getting.
Yeah. So basically, I have tried to give here perspectives. This whole exercising. Of course, the nitty-gritties of the ground and activities have been presented by colleagues. We can continue tomorrow also. So I would like to thank the participants also for this thing and
Thank you, sir, for sharing your valuable thoughts with, by keeping in mind, sorry to say that, this will be the last speaker of today's event. As, secretly, you know, I was engaged some urgent work with Chief Minister, so she might not be, available today. So I would like to please invite Sri Harsh for that rate. I am Additional Director General, National Academy of Boston, in Texas Narcotic Journal Training Institute, for giving a special address on custom rules and regulations. Sir, please.
Respected Professor Miki, Professor Vijay Kumar, Dr. Miki, and Mr. Delin, my friend from ICC, and budding entrepreneurs, and all those dignitaries who have joined online for this today's session on capacity building. Good afternoon to you all. At the outset, I must say that the attention span of everybody is 40 minutes as per science. We're sitting here for 2 hours. So I can really understand what you all are going through, or challenge for both of us sitting there. But we have to go, we have to do what we are supposed to do here, right? Is it okay? Yes. You're here? We'll just take 15 minutes, okay? And we'll break for lunch first. Yeah. So customs, see today, I represent NASIM, which is called the National Academy of Customs Indirect Tax, and GST and Narcotics. And this center, which is in Shillong, is essentially mandated to do capacity building for the whole of the Northeast region. So that's the mandate. And last month we did one session with the ICC in Shillong, and that's where we were discussing whether we can do similar sessions in other parts of the state. So that's where we are today. Yeah. Once again, a very good afternoon to you all. I will keep it very precise. Just to give a perspective, India is talking about a $5 trillion economy. And how does that become a $5 trillion economy? I think each entrepreneur, each person who thinks about manufacturing or becomes an industrialist, these are the guys, these are the people who are at the heart of India's dream of sitting at the high table in the international affairs. So my first congratulations to all participants here for being those individuals but being those ambitious entrepreneurs who would be driving India's ambition to be the $5 trillion economy and become a superpower. So you sitting here, you should realize that you have a huge role to play, the largest scheme of the nation. When the Prime Minister talks about growing India's status as a superpower, and on what basis the government talks? Because at the heart or behind that talk are those entrepreneurs across the country. That is where the role of each entrepreneur here is so very critical in the story of this country. We have heard about Act East. Before that, it was Look East. 2004, Look East became Act East 2014. What I'm trying to drive over is government of India is consistently trying to see how best efforts to be made towards economic progress and development. And when we talk about Act East, the Northeast region here basically is the prime mover in this government of India's drive towards engaging the youth with India. And therefore, as a academy situated in the region here, it is a mandate for us also to ensure that we scale up efforts, capacity building, of this department, but also for entrepreneurs, budding exporters, people who want to engage in trade. That is the context in which I really thank the ICC for having this workshop here today. As you know, like customs basically has I just give a little perspective. There are multiple rules. Of course, when you talk about India, talk about exports and imports, the first agency which you will be dealing with is the customs. And it is not as scary as it used to be, or the perception that may be in general minds. You know, it's a role to be played as the enforcer of the laws, because any goods which crosses the boundaries of the nation, it is subject to taxes. This is the practice in Memorial. That is called in the oldest profession. We're not talking about the other ones. So this is basically the customs rule. So here, when we are here in this hall setting all budding entrepreneurs and wanting to be exporters, we should have a brief outlay or outlook about what is the department. So here basically you see customs facilitates what's called as the legitimate trade. And yeah, of course, collection of revenue is part of the customs job. That's how the nation runs. Yeah. Another very important is this one. If you can read it, there are a lot of other rules. It's not just taking import and export, but we have other enforcement role of checking the illegal trades of endangered species, drugs, smuggling. All this customs is mandated to check. So that's the enforcement rule of customs. And particularly so if you see in this region of Northeast, this is a huge challenge. We often hear about a lot of stories and news items about wildlife being poached and smuggled across borders. A lot of drugs the borders from the Golden Triangle. These are challenges. Customs, along with other enforcement agencies on the borders, they are involved in checking these kind of runs. This is an equally important mandate of customs. So essentially, as exporters, so let us go to what an exporter is required to, or importer is required to do as become an exporter. The very first thing is, you need to have importer exporter code. This is like your Aadhaar card number. IC is the first important
thing that you are required to get as a exporter. Earlier, the process is very cumbersome. Now it's become pretty simple. Very simple. There's a website. You have to go to the DGFT website. It's very simple. They'll ask for some documentation, which you have to upload. And IC is pretty simple to get. This is very important, and this is the must to become an exporter, to get an IC. And of course, second thing is of course the GST registration. Even if GST is not a very pleasant word to hear about, but GST registration is very crucial for becoming an exporter, because that's where you can get your refunds, yeah, and rebates. Yeah. So that's what I was mentioning. IC code is a critical document. So let's jump to you have done your IC registration and now you become an importer or exporter. Right? How does it function? For an exporter or import procedures are the same. Talk about exporters, it similarly applies to the exporters as well. So when you do your registration and you want to export or import a good, any item, first thing you have to do is what is called the bill of entry. It's a bill of entry which contains basically details about the goods that you want to import, origin, the value, etc. So you define the bill of entry. There's something also called what is called IGM, as import general management. When the goods are being imported from the other countries, the vessel or by the aircraft. So this is the IGM is that document, which is required to reply to the goods that enter the country. Okay. When you file a bill of entry, the bill of entry needs to be assessed. Okay. Whatever you have basically declared in the bill of entry, that is to be checked by the customs. You come to that. You see this flow. Which are coming from abroad, unloaded in the station or the port. You file a bill of entry, and there is an assessment of bill of entry. In the assessment of bill of entry, nothing to be noted as there's something called in order to facilitate trade. Government has been consistently trying to see how to ease the process of import and export. So earlier, this assessment of bill of entry was the domain of the department. When you file a bill of entry, it's the department officers who assess the bill of entry, every order. Now what has happened is government says no, that is the step. Meaning thereby, when you are filing a bill of entry, you assess your bill of entry. You give the values, government will accept what you say. They will not hold on for that reason. Prima facie will accept what you said. Unless there are cases where there are doubts, then the queries will be raised. And there are some questions will be asked about the value you have quoted, or maybe the classification you have given is not correct. But largely, it's an era of what is called self-assessment. So there's a huge jump from the department assessing the shipping bills or bill of entries to putting it in the domain of people at large. There's a huge step towards trade facilitation, making it more user-friendly, making it more entrepreneur-friendly. Like custom processes becoming easy. So this is a huge step which has now self-assessment. So after this bill of entries are filed and goods are assessed, what's called as exam goods in the docks. I don't know how many of you have visited the docks area or the ICDs or the custom stations. The goods are basically unloaded, the goods are examined, and if everything is found in order and duty is paid, the goods are given on the charge. This is broadly, see, I'm not going into much details because of reasons. Right? So this is broadly similar to the export procedure for let's see. Export. What is it? Yeah. Similar to export. Because you're all exporters wanting to be exporters, so let's focus here. Same way, goods, you ready the goods in the custom station for export consignment. And other goods are had to be rid of the container. And meanwhile, you're finding your, there was a bill of entry in imports, there is shipping bill in exports. Yeah. And similarly, assessment of shipping bill again is a self-assessment. Whatever declaration you are given, so accepted. Customs will do it later on what's called a post-audit. That's later on. Here, from a declaration accepted, unless there is a completely doubtable and the goods are examined, where required. You have to also understand this where required. Earlier, every export consignment will be subject to physical examination by the customs. At least 5% of the packages were opened to check whether goods which are declared in the documents same code are going. So, but in order to facilitate trade and make Indian exports more competitive in the international market, government has cut down these examinations. Because what is to happen? Suppose you are exporting 100 cartons of say leather jackets or goods, and here is and the customs is 5% tax in China. So the packaging is destroyed, right? And the receiver there, the importer was receiving your goods, he will definitely not be happy with receiving, return packaging. So in order to overcome all these take or government says we do examination only where there is required. And what does it mean? Where customs has some intelligence, or there are reasons to believe that instead of leather jackets, there are some drugs, or some endangered species, or something in a contraband is being smuggled. These are the circumstances where there is a call very required. Otherwise, it's a simple process. You bring your goods to the customs station, your shipping bills is assessed. You are given what is called as a net export order. Before the net export order, you see one side on 6, which is payment of duty. In export consignment, it's for duty payment. General. Again, I said where required. Only in certain cases where government feels that this item which is being exported may be more needed in this country. So they are subjected to something. So that the export is discouraged. For example, we used to export a lot of what's called as iron ore. Let's say a decade ago. A lot of iron ore was being exported from this country. But we need steel manufacturing in this country itself. We need the iron here. Government imposed duty to either get revenue either way. So these are very few instances where duty payment is required for exports. Otherwise, you get on the contrary, in exports, government facilitates exports by giving various incentives. Like for example, drawback scheme is there. Every item has a certain percentage of drawback. So government utilizes the duties you have paid in the raw materials by giving you drawback. So that's so instead of payment of duty to the government is going to give you rebates, incentives, and drawbacks. So there's a very short, picture of what is export and import. Yeah, I want you to have a look at this thing. We talk about shipping bill and bill of entry. How do you do that? You already do that. As export, I can find a number. So this is the process of finding a number. Because now everything is mostly online. Earlier there used to be very heavy documentation. A bill of entry and shipping bill will be like so many documents. Checklist, invoice, country margin, all those declarations. It's a huge document. So all the documentation the government has cut short and made it online. What is called as the ICS. What is called as ICS, Indian Customs EDI system. We'll come to this later. Here we are. So now the process has become very online to make it more trade friendly, more competitive. So how to do online? There are 3 methods of doing it. If you go to the custom station, there is something called service center. In your details to the service center guys, he will do the uploading, the filling of the story. For the new people who are not very accustomed to the use, there is a facility for service center. You know, this is service center. So a nominal fee is there. It will be in the custom station only, one service center, where you go and they will help you file the shipping rate or whatever. Second is what is called as customs brokers. If you don't want to go to the custom house, the board, because you will be busy with your other aspects, you'll be busy with doing your other work about entrepreneurship. So you have what is called as custom brokers. These custom brokers are appointed by law. They have to pass a certain exam. Then only a license is given. They can do it on their own. You just interest one custom, handle your document, go file, speak the bill of entry and stuff like that. That is very important. IES. I think the remote EDI system. That means you can file your shipping bill of entry. Yeah, this one. I think this is very important and very because now everybody is more IT savvy. So this is the facility which you can use. So you don't need custom brokers. You don't have to do the service center. You can file a shipping bill from the comforts. How to do this? Yes. What requires a DSC, that is digital signature. Yeah. It would be helpful to note this slide. I scaled up. UV.in. So this is very, what to say, very helpful. Maybe to begin with, you may hire an agent, you can do, but in the long run, it's always good to do this. Right? Yeah. So I'm rushing through. These are just types of shipping birds which you should know. You didn't bother. Valuation I just mentioned in what circumstances customer will challenge your value. ADS system. This is the data evolution, and this was first evolution in 1989. So we oversee is all of the introduction of the creation of custom systems. Right now it's robust, working. I think large number of stations in Northeast are also available, but some are still carrying on. In some stations, there is still a manual system going on because of challenges of network. The process is on. All the stations in this will perfectly covered in the AES. This is very needed for the. This is the facility of the customs which we call single window clearance. When you have to do export, you may or import, you may have to get clearances from other agencies. Time, food and safety. So the single window enables you to deal in one go with all agencies. You don't have to separately go. This is the huge specification measures for the customs. For the trade. See, I think before this I must mention, while customs has always been trying to come up with new ways and means to facilitate trade, how we can make our trade and our export more competitive with the international. There's always been the drive. And every now and then something will come. For the outside people at large, they may, unless you are an exporter, they will not know much about the function. But customs is always innovative. They're always capacity building workshop today. It's also a very buzzword. Upgrading the skills. It's a constant drive. And that is where, so while on one hand, the customs is always trying to facilitate trade and have more trade friendly regime. But at the same time, we do not forget that the essential mandate and role of customs is enforcement. What we talked about anti-smuggling activities. That is at the core of our function. And even as customs tries to become more liberal, more functioning towards facilitating trade, but those very things seem to be misused by so many, certain people out there indulging or smuggling, trade, illegal trade in narcotics, smuggling of narcotics, and and also if somebody is an importer, like undervaluation. If somebody is an exporter who wants to misuse the government schemes, overvaluation. And these cases don't come down. If you see the statistics, these cases of violations of law at the same time the graph goes increasing. So customs is faced at the same time about facilitation and other hand is so it has always been our drive to balance, the needs of customs enforcement with the growing demands and requirements of trade facilitation. So this is it from me here today. Thank you, Sean. Thank you very much for calling here. And thank you, ICC and Manipur University for hosting us today here. I wish you all the best. I'm sure you will take it out there as reporters and bring laws to the country and have a good day. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Now, the session is open for interaction. If you don't have any queries, you can send the speaker name which one who asks the question. So the time is for interaction. If you have any queries, you can. Thank you for your kind attending. So as now I consider that no one is having their queries. So with this, we have come to the end of the program. So I invite Mr. Pranjal Boria, Assistant Director, Indian Chamber of Commerce, to deliver vote of thanks.
Thank you so much for your gracious presence and of course your full on support from the beginning. Thank you so much. Before extending my vote of thanks, I would like to request all the dignitaries to be on dais. There is a small gratitude from Nasim towards all the speakers. May I request Shri Harshvardhan Anandrao Umre, who's Additional Director General from National Academy of Customs, Indirect Taxes and Hypertax. I would like to request Shri Umreji to kindly extend your gratitude to Professor Vijay Kumar Singh, who is the Director C at the IIT and former Dean from School of Social Sciences, Manipur University. Thank you so much, sir. I would like to request Mr. Omeji to kindly extend your gratitude to Dr. Sinha Mehta, who is the Deputy Director from Technology Center, Ministry of India. Thank you so much. I'd like to request Shri Vigyan Lenin. He is a branch manager for Northeast Small Finance Bank in Kuala. Thank you so much.
The thing is, this is a special calendar for the North region that we have used in our-
Thank you so much. Yeah, we have Professor Mehta. Unfortunately, he had to rush to the airport. So, Professor Mehta, he had actually. Oh, that's for me. Oh, yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much once again for the lovely gathering. Good afternoon, everyone. It has been such an honor to be a part of this wonderful event. And on behalf of Indian Chamber of Commerce, I would like to extend my hearty gratitude to our esteemed guest, that is from Shri Harshvardhan Anandrao, Very Director General from Northeast, from National Academy of Customs and Agriculture of India. I would like to extend a special thanks to Professor E. Vijay Singh, Director SFIIP and former Dean, School of Social Sciences, University. Thank you so much, sir, for being with us. I would also like to extend my thanks to Dr. Sanam Mathur, the Deputy Director from Mississippi Technology Center, from Ministry of MSME, Government of India. Thank you so much, Dr. Mehta, being today here. I would also like to extend my thanksgiving to Shri Vigyan Lenin, who is the branch manager for Northeast Small Finance Bank from Paul, from Manipur. I would also like to extend my thankfulness to Dr. Archana Nath, Senior Business Development Manager from Agriculture and Processed Food Products Export Development and Quality, from Ministry of Commerce and Industries, Government of India. Also, I would like to extend my heartfelt thanks to Professor Rohan Mehta from MILS Manipur University for giving us the opportunity, being partner to organize this workshop. I would also like to inform today is basically the beginning of 2 days of workshop. Tomorrow we have another series of sessions, which is again very important. Just for your information, probably you can have a look at the agendas. We are going to have series of speakers starting from the virtual address on trademark, registry patent, copyright, and GI, which is very important for all the entrepreneurs and in the industries, because IP is something it safeguards our industries and sectors. So this will be a session by Shri P.K. Bakshi, who is a designated IP attorney of ICC Intellectual Property Facilitation Center. Let me introduce about this facilitation center. Indian Chamber of Commerce is also having a facilitation center for intellectual property rights, which is located in Guwahati. And this is again under the Ministry of MSME. So kindly just be there for this session, because this will definitely give you a lot of information about IP rights. And of course, tomorrow we also have Baite, who is a joint director, also head of operation from MSME DFO Info, Manipur, from Ministry of MSME. Why I am specifying this link just immediately after Mr. Bakshi, because under the Ministry of MSME, you have a lot of documents if you are registered under MSME. So these features are going to help you out gain more information. Then also we will have tomorrow Mr. Vikram Kumar, he is a branch manager from Sydney, within from Import. We also have Mr. Ratnesh Mishra, Assistant General Manager Technical from Central Rail Housing Corporation. We also have Assistant General Manager Shri Hapali Biswar from State Bank of India. We are going to have Mr. Kiran Singh, who is DDM, DDM Manager from Nepal, from Import. Then we will have Shri Lenny Lloyd, who is the General Manager from Netflix. So these are the Indian speakers we are going to have, and of course, very important, leaders today. We will also have, I would like to request Professor Vijay Kumar Singh sir, you under your session chairmanship, we can have all the discussions. So we would like to request you, we can have your presence today. So coming back to my what times, I'd like to let you know, like this workshop, these 2 days workshop, which has been organized by Indian Chamber of Commerce in association with Manipur University, of course, under the aegis of Ministry of Commerce, Government of India. And so that's, we would like to extend our thanks to the Ministry of Commerce for giving us the opportunity to organize the series of these capacity building workshop in Manipur. I would also like to extend my thanksgiving to Manipur University, who has given us the opportunity to use your expert team, your team, where we can have such kind of a successful workshops. I would also like to extend my thanks to all the thank you so much, Mr. Ilochan. Thank you so much, Dr. Suresh, for supporting us, and of course, all the staff, all the team, and the volunteers who been giving us a lot of support from the beginning. Thank you, everyone. And of course, sincere thanks to all the heads of the various departments who handled the day for this workshop, and a wide round of applause to all the delegates today we are present. Thank you so much to everyone for your presence, and we are expecting your presence more as well. Thank you. Thank you so much. Let's begin for the lunch. Now we are at the end of the session for day 1. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Once again, thank you, everyone. Today we have come to the end of today's program. So tomorrow we'll be starting approximately by 10:30. So all are requested to be here by 10:30, and you'll be getting your certificate of participation at the end of tomorrow's session. So all are expected to be here. So once again, thank you for today's, and lunch are served outside. All are invited for the lunch.